Shalom, give all praises and glory to Yahweh Yahshai, Bishop Kakadash. The bonus to the apostles of GMS for Ruel, and Shalom to all the faithful men continually doing the work of the Lord. Lord willing, I just want to speak about real quick about demons, apparitions, shit like that, because they're very real. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't believe in it. A lot of people seen so-called ghosts or whatever. They don't understand what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, most definitely that's gonna happen a lot more too. It's gonna be a lot more spirit sightings, I guess you say. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have experience with that. You know what I'm saying? Face to face too. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna come on this earth. A lot of people is already plagued with demons, and they gonna start, because right now they don't feel them, they don't see them, they don't hear them, but the Lord is eventually gonna make them appear before them, because there's spirits everywhere. There's demons, there's angels, there's spirits everywhere. We just can't see them all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might appear before you, sometimes it won't. But the Lord's going to make him appear a lot more. All right, but this is Psalm 78 and 49 says, He casts upon them the fierceness of His anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. All right, this is talking about the we got out of Egypt. Matter of fact, this is in Egypt, Salakia. This is when the Lord was punishing the heathen, and it goes into them smiting Egypt, firstborn, all these different things. But this is a more detailed account of what happened with those spirits, because it says evil angels, which an evil angel is a demon. You know what I mean? Because demons are angels. They just on the left hand side. And these angels, whether they're on the right hand side or the left hand side, you got like the ones on the right hand side, like Michael, Raphael, even Yahushua. He's the top angel, the one you call Jesus Christ. Then you got the ones on the left hand side, like Satan, famous one, so on and so forth. All right, these all of them, right, left, they both work for the Most High. All right, it said it was sent from the Most High, so but this is Psalm 17. Let me see. Let me start at 1. For great is thy judgment, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnatural souls have erred. All right. This is for when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation. It's going to the Egyptians. They was oppressing the Israelites. That being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, because one of the plagues was complete darkness. It was so dark that you could feel it. And the Egyptians, they would try to light fires, and it will light, but you will see that. You won't see the actual fire. It would just be, on fire. That shit bugged out. They probably was trying to feel for it. Like, damn, is it? They thinking there's no fire. They probably heard the swish now sound, but probably put their hand out and they fucking got burned. And the whole time, don't even see it at all, because it's so fucking dark. All right. And feather with the bonds of a long night. Right, you feather, that means you chained up. So they was trapped. They was, sometimes demons do that too. Like, they literally, like in dreams, they might trap you. You can't move. One thing you can move is your eyes. These niggas doing what he want to you. That's gonna happen, man. And wait till the Lord actually let loose, because the judgment that's about to come on this earth is gonna be so great that it's not gonna be no denying. Like, because there's people out there right now that don't even believe in the spirits at all. But it's gonna come to a point where it's like, you can't deny it. It's like literally in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then it ain't gonna be just a fucking, what's that dream? It's a term for it when demons hold you down. I forgot the term of it. But it's gonna be more than that. The demons actually gonna start doing shit to you, like real life. It ain't gonna be just a dream. They gonna hold you down and torture you. You know what I mean? Just the sight of the demon's gonna fucking bug a nigga out, bro. Demons ain't nothing to fuck with. Even us, like, the brothers out there, don't fuck with demons, man. Don't play with demons, man. Don't. You know what I mean? The only way that we have power over demons is if using the name of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bishop Yahweh Shai. That's it. Other than that, man, don't fuck with these demons, bro. Don't play with them. Just strictly rebuke them in the name of the Lord and keep it at that, bro. Because you don't want the smoke. None of us want the smoke, for real. That's the only protection we got is the names of the Lord and our belief. All right, it says, later exiled from the external providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Apparitions go into spirits. And the spirit world is things that we have never seen before. Like, if something will appear before you, you know, it will bug somebody out. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from their fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance. You know what I'm saying? You see all these little scary, so-called scary movies. You know, it's always like a fucking creepy ass, scary looking, like the Grudge. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking Asian girl making that noise and shit. You know what I mean? You know, just weird, bro. Like creepy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit too. I gotta rewatch The Grudge. So I remember as a kid, we used to watch that shit. Was like kind of famous, at least in our house. I remember that. I remember watching it, but I don't remember much of it. So, Lil One, I gotta rewatch that one. I know it was good, but yeah, man, imagine something like that appearing before you, and you just like, what the fuck? You puzzled, and the motherfucker was making that little noise and shit. So I'm pretty sure demons got like noises they make and shit probably that would bug you the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is that? Matter of fact, because noise alone can scare the shit out of somebody. I seen a video on Instagram or something, or YouTube or something like that. It was like a bitch in a sea, ocean, whatever. I think it's ocean. But a big ass whale came out of nowhere. Did his little, came out the water, came back in, and it made a noise, bro. Like, this shit was beautiful, but it was like scary at the same time. It's like, what the fuck? So just noises alone can just like trip somebody out. Especially if you all by yourself in the house, and then you just hear talking and walking and shit, like that shit bugged out. Like, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? You know, and you can't get a gun and go shoot the motherfucker. It's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, quick testimony. This happened to me twice, right? I ain't really had much apparition stories in my life that I personally seen and heard, but I have a few. But I remember the first time, I think it was the same spirit following me for a couple years. But it was one time, it was me and my oldest sister. We was young. Like, I think I was like in elementary school or some shit. But I remember we used to live with our grandma. The whole family lived with our grandma, mom, and my sisters. And we all lived with our grandma. So we had the basement. We was downstairs, and my oldest sister and me, she's recording the song. And then, me and her was like being silly, whatever, singing and some shit. And then she played the song back. It was like a little audio thing on your phone to record audio. And then she played it, bro, and it was like a loud ass. We was doing our thing, and then you just heard like a loud ass scream. It sounded like a girl. It was loud as fuck. Like it sounded like it was as close as I am to my phone right now. Like it was up on us. But when we were singing together, we didn't hear none of that shit. So that tells you like spirits, they there. Like, you know what I mean? They make noises. They can be there and you don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and then it happened again with me and my youngest sister. This time it was actual recording. I was recording like a song on TV. I think it was the time of days where I couldn't, it was like early. No, it wasn't that damn early. It was like 2014. It was like right before I came into the truth. But I think the type of phone I had to record the song and shit because, I don't know, I guess I didn't have YouTube or whatever the fuck. But I played it back and it was the same sounding thing. It was like loud ass screaming. It sounded like a girl or some shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck. In that same house too, me and my brother-in-law, he was, I remember because we were sleeping on the couch. And then he woke me up and he was like, man, I see like a fucking figure by your door. You know what I'm saying? And then we did some ghost hunter shit. We recorded, which don't do this shit. All right. Don't talk to demons like who are you, what you want. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then cast them out. But don't be fucking like people be playing like talking to demons and shit like nah, bro. Don't talk to them niggas unless you about to cast them out. Ask him what's his name and what you want. And then I remember we was walking like through the kitchen and shit. I'm like right beside my brother-in-law. So this ain't no fake shit. Like you can't just edit it real quick, edit a voice in there. No. We sat back down and listened to that bitch. And then I think when he asked him like, who are you? I don't think it was no answer. No. I remember when we first got up, because we started from the couch. He was like, whatever, just record it. It was like an audio thing. As soon as we started the recording, I remember we just got up. But it was like obviously a different voice. It was like a man's voice. And it was making a noise like, it wasn't saying nothing at first. It was making like some type of noise. Like you can hear his voice and it was just like, then he asked him what's your name and it didn't answer. And then it was like, what do you want? And he couldn't really tell what it was, what he said, but it sounded like he said my name. It sounded like he said my middle name, which is because my family, they call me by my middle name, which is Deshaun. It sounded like it said that. I think he asked him something else, and I think he answered or whatever the fuck. But that's all I remember. In that same house, I came to the truth code, like probably maybe a couple of months later after that, or maybe even a year after that. I don't know, but a little bit longer after that, that's when I came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, these demons, they most definitely real, man. All right. And just, I don't know what the fuck with the phone. Sometimes on the phones, you'll see one appear, but you won't see nothing. You know what I mean? That tells you it's like different dimensions and shit like that. There's things going on in the spirit, you know what I mean? Or just around you. You can't even tell. But, no power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, because spirits are fire. And this is why you can't really hurt them. You can't shoot at them. What you people gonna do when your weapons won't work? And then on top of that, there's gonna be people that's gonna try to do voodoo and different witchcraft shit, because the Egyptians try to do that. They fuck with magic, and their magic wasn't working. So what you gonna do then? How can you truly defend yourself against a spirit? The only defense we got is Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shemel and the belief. Other than that, what do you have? You don't have nothing. You can't defend yourself. So imagine when the Lord finally really lets shit loose. Because people see spirits every day. But not every day do one person see a spirit, if you know what I mean. So, and even if they do see a spirit, like, There's people I seen spirits, and I forgot to real quick. It was another house. That house was creepy as fuck. My sister said she seen a tall ass figure standing in the hallway. So I think the next day or whatever, they went in the basement, started talking, did the little voice recording thing. And they said it was replying. I ain't go down there. I was scared. I was like, man, fuck that. Y'all tripping. But they said it was replying and shit, but whatever. But I think after that or before that, I don't remember which one. I remember we was in the living room. My mom took a picture of me, like on my phone. And in the background, you could see the hallway. My room was the first one in the hallway, and you seen like a spirit. It looked like a woman. It was walking into my room, and his head was kind of down, but you could see the side of his face and shit. It looked like a ghost. It looks like see-through. It looked like, you know what I mean? It looked like a bitch just walking into my room. I was like, what the fuck is that? It looked like a little white girl or some shit. That's why I said I think it was the same spirit following me or some shit. Because I heard two women screaming, and one was years apart. And then I seen a picture of that woman, of an actual spirit. That's the only time I actually seen like a real spirit, you know what I'm saying, in person. But yeah, man, people, I ain't the only one that's seen it and had, experiences with them. You know what I'm saying? I think the only other ghost experience I had was in this house. Remember when our dog was alive? I took her outside and shit. And this is my breakdown. She was a little older, so she knew better. You know what I mean? Take her outside once in the morning, one time in the night. She won't use the bathroom in the house. So my breakdown was at night before I go to sleep, if I take her out, she poops and pees. I let her just go wherever the fuck she wants in the house. But if she doesn't, I make her come in my room so I can, because I know she won't do that shit in front of me. So she shitted, she pissed. I'm like, okay, cool. If she come upstairs and follow me, then she can come with me. But sometimes she did that. Sometimes when I go upstairs, she'll follow me, just come in my room anyway. Or sometimes she would just stay down there. So I was like, all right, whatever. You can stay down here because I know she ain't going to do nothing. She ain't going to piss or shit. But sometimes I'll come in my room and I'll go to sleep. And I wake up in the morning and then she be outside my room. You know what I mean? Laying right in front of my door. So, or she might be laying on the steps or whatever. Like on the very top of the steps. So that night she used the bathroom. I went upstairs and I was going to sleep and I was like, I wasn't fully asleep, but I was dozing off. And I looked, but I heard footsteps walking. And I'm thinking in my head it was in the hallway, but now thinking about it, it was really like close, like it was in the room type shit. I can just hear it. It took like 3-4 steps and it was getting closer and closer to me. I could just hear it following, coming to me. And I got up and looked. And at that time, I'm thinking it's like in the hallway, something. Because, like I said, the dog, she would come up sometimes in the middle of the night and, go in front of my door. So I'm thinking she's right there. So I opened the door. That bitch wasn't there. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So that's the only experience I ever had. All right. But, like I said, other people seen it too. Other people seen having their little experiences. But imagine what the Lord gonna do in this time. These spirits ain't gonna just look at you or stand over you or walk in your house. They gonna fucking attack people too. Alright? They thought, let me see. This is very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. Alright, so imagine that. Imagine it's so fucking dark. You hear shit, but you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then when it finally appears before you, now it's even worse than the things that you can hear but can't see. That's some bugged out shit, man. As for the illusions of art, magic, they were put down their vaunting and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. Yeah, because like I said, the Egyptians, they knew magic. They was fucking with evil spirits too. They called them gods and all this other bullshit, but really there was demons. But they were trying to do their little spells or whatever the fuck. None of that shit was working. And that's gonna happen again today. These people out here doing exorcism. You see the movies with exorcism movies. Niggas throwing so-called holy water on a motherfucker, calling on niggas looking at them stupid like, nigga, that's not working. You know what I'm saying? The Exorcist, that's like my favorite scariest. I'm not into scary movies like that, but that's my number one scary movie. And that movie was pretty graphic. I heard especially for the 70s, but I think it came out like 77. But the demon bitch, she took the little Jesus cross thing and was stabbing herself in the vagina. But yeah, to a religious figure, that's supposed to be holy, and demons, they burn when they touch it. Like, that shit ain't gonna save you. And then one of the last scenes, they was pouring the hot holy water on them, and it was cutting the motherfucker, but it was still, the nigga just didn't give a fuck. He just started levitating, and then demon jumped on this nigga, the demon jumped on that nigga. But the point is that Jesus Christ shit, all that, whatever it is you want to do, voodoo, magic, whatever, none of that shit gonna work. All right, like I keep saying, the only thing that will work is the belief in the names of Yahweh Basham Al Shah. That's it. Salakia. I want to find this one. Matter of fact, I know how you word it. It's Acts 19. And 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahushua, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua, whom Paul preacheth. And when there were 7 sons of one Cipher, a Jew, and a chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, Paul I know, but who are ye? All right, so this shows you, that's why I said the names of the Lord and faith. Because you can call on the name of the Lord all you want. It's what if you believe. And demons know if you believe or not. You know what I'm saying? They're going to, you see that in the movies. They always do that. Like, they always try to entice the person to have fear and doubt and, to get angry, to get emotional. You always see that, the demons is literally, in the first Exorcist movie, the dude was like, hey, your mother, she's down here in hell getting fucked or some shit, some crazy shit. You're trying to get the dude to get emotional and shit. But he was like, oh, really? So what's my mom's name? My mom's maiden name. Which maiden name is a name that a woman has before she's married. And the demon looked stupid. He couldn't answer. You know what I mean? So demons is gonna do that. Demons is gonna, they do shit to make you react. And if they see that you fear, you know what I'm saying, then they can get you weak. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have belief and faith in Yahweh Basham Al Shai. And if you don't, then that's your ass. Just like these men. Imagine how fucking scary that had to been. Yeah, the name of Yahweh Shai. That Paul preacher. Yeah, get out. And he probably was doing his thing, acting all weird and shit. And he probably stopped and then looked at this. See, I imagine it like this. Like, he's probably on I don't know. He probably, like, the demon's probably fucking tied down or some shit on a bed or some shit. And then he's making them crazy demon noises or some shit, tweaking. Then these niggas trying to cast him out, and the demon was probably just stopped and probably turned his head all slow, looked the dude in his eyes, and then like, yo, Shy, I know, Paul, I know. But who are thee? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know exactly how it happened, but that had to have been you at that time, that nigga was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But where was that? It says in there, let me see. But yeah, that just shows that you need to have faith, in the Lord. And spirits know. The right hand angels, they know. The left hand angels, they can see and know. Like, okay, this guy, he's a 2/3. This guy right here, he's a believer. Oh, this is a heathen. The angels know. That's why the scripture says the angels is going to separate the wheat from the tares. You know what I'm saying? Which the tares goes into the heathen that looks like us, that try to whatever. So they're gonna separate them. You know what I'm saying? Because the angels know who's who. You know what I'm saying? But and the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of the house naked and wounded. All right, so just like the Exorcist movie, these two niggas was trying to exorcise this damn demon, trying to get this demons to get out. But at the end of the day, the demon jumped on both of them. And it made this nigga go crazy and fucking jump out the window and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, that was the spirit. Now thinking about it. No, wait a minute. Now I'm really thinking about it. Because Yahweh Shai did that to the pigs. And I remember the first priest dude, the demon jumped on him. Or something. No, I think the demon killed him, I think. Salakia. But then the second priest nigga, because you can tell in the movie he was struggling with like fear and shit and doubt or whatever the case is. But the second priest nigga, he got fed up because nothing was working. Because he came back in the room and seen that the first priest was dead. And he got mad. He was like, man, like coming to me. Pause. Like coming to me because, you know what I mean? That's like Yahweh Shai did. He cast out those spirits and he said, I need somewhere to go. Let me see. And then he said, go on that swine. And then the demons went to the swine, and then the swine fucking killed themselves. That's the same thing what the priest did. When the demon jumped on him, he was like, man, he killed himself. So I'm really just not thinking about that. That's crazy. And then in the earlier of the movie, the demon was like, the soul is mine, talking about the girl. And you look at the word soul, I think it's the way that he pronounced it. He said so, I believe. But I think there's another way you pronounce it. I think it's the other way. It's like a sow or something like that. But it goes into a female pig. You know what I'm saying? So that's a spirit. I just not really thought about that. When the demons jumped on him, he jumped out the window because he pretty much did the same thing the pigs did. Matthew 8, 28, when he was coming to the other side into the country of the Gregsisness. What the fuck? I gotta look that up. There met him two possessed with demons, devils, Salakia, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And yeah, you see that these demons make niggas strong as hell, boy. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we had to do with thee, son? Damn, Salakia. Excuse me, I'm jumping the gun. Too excited, I guess, Salakia. What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of God? And see, that's also proves right there. The demons, they know who is who. They knew that was Yahushua. You know what I mean? That's the top angel right there. Art thou come on hither to torment us before the time? And there was good way off from them and herd of swine, many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go into the herd of swine. And that just shows you the authority that Yahweh Shai had. All right, and it says he said unto them, go. And that's just beautiful. He just said one word, like, just go. You know what I'm saying? And when they would come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea and perished in the water. So they killed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Some demons jumped on them. So yeah, man. Oh man, it's just just going through the spirit of evil spirits, because that's gonna happen a lot. These people are gonna really the spiritual world pretty much is gonna open up to a lot of these people. And it's gonna bug a lot of people out. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it's gonna appear to us too. You know, it's gonna be a great sign of faith, a test of faith. I believe they're gonna appear to us sometimes too. And then you're gonna have to really rely on the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know what I'm saying? And people might see it. You might be with somebody, might be in your room. You and your lady might see a fucking spirit appear looking crazy, and you cast them out in the name of the Lord. And somebody might believe you when they see that. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, demons is gonna make their comeback pretty much. I mean, they always been here and doing their thing, but I mean, as far as like people are gonna really, really see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many different accounts in the scriptures of the angels coming down and whooping. I think it was some type of heathen. I forgot who it was. In the Maccabees somewhere, it was whooping some nigga's ass, jumping the hell out of him. You know, there's the stories of angels helping us. You know what I mean, giving us, guidance. You know, it was Raphael in the Book of Tobit. Scripture says, "Don't forget to entertain strangers because they might be angels." You know what I'm saying? There's so much. There's so much. You know, but those are coming. They're gonna come more. These sightings, even to us, even the right side angels. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see like that angel that we seen in LA. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's pretty much the point. Hopefully that was edifying. We give our praise and glory to Al Bishop Shah, Bishop Dash. The boss of the boss is JMS for Ruel and Shalom to the faithful men. Continuing doing the work of the Lord. So time to say Shalom.